Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Mayor of the City of Tuscaloosa, the Honorable Walter Maddox.
Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you very much. It is so good to see all of you here, and good morning. To our Council President, Harrison Taylor, to our City Council members, to our former elected officials that we see gathered here today, to Mayor Herndon, to our department heads, and most importantly, to the people of Tuscaloosa. I am honored, I am humbled to stand before you as your mayor. It was with great pleasure that I learned of the City Council's decision to renominate Councilman Harrison Taylor as Council President. I believe this is a very wise decision. Mr. Taylor is a dear friend to me personally, but better yet for Tuscaloosa, he has provided strong and effective leadership. As you know, Council President Taylor effectively leads our City Council with a smile on his face and a knack for interjecting quick-witted statements, which we call Taylorisms, at City Hall. I hope you will join me in congratulating and commending Harrison Taylor as our Council President. Mr. Taylor, would you please rise? I look forward to the next 4 years. To Council President Taylor and our entire City Council, I look forward to continuing the partnership over the next 4 years. In the moments following my oath in 2005, I pledged that our administration would lead with boldness, creativity, and courage, guided by our core beliefs and resolve to make a positive difference. We have seen Tuscaloosa begin to realize its great promise. And we now see the pages of our history being written by those who dare to dream. Our journey to build a bridge to a brighter future was validated by our citizens, which have returned all of us to City Hall. This historic achievement of re-electing our entire City Council is just that, historic. This sacred and time-honored ceremony is not intended to celebrate the past or boast of our achievements. To the contrary, we gather here in anticipation that our government and its leaders stand ready to seize this moment of opportunity amidst the recessionary clouds that are dominating our landscape. We know that in the weeks, months, and years ahead, our opportunities will be fewer, our challenges will be greater, our decisions will become even harder. I firmly believe at this crossroads, we must rise to the occasion. And as Lincoln stated in his second inaugural, we must begin to think anew. We must begin to act anew. The boldness, creativity, and courage must be a constant heartbeat in our second term. And nowhere is that more important than in our economy. Tuscaloosa, like so many cities, is feeling the grips of this national recession. However, we do not sit still awaiting the deliverance of a stimulus package or just the healing grace of time. In the near future, the City Council will have an opportunity to consider a series of proposals which will strengthen our tourism, commercial, and industrial sectors. If we are to transform Tuscaloosa, the status quo will not be acceptable in economic development in the years ahead. We must never forget that we serve people and not bureaucracies. Behind every statistic is a father, a mother, a friend, a fellow citizen who is striving for a better quality of life. To those who have lost their jobs, to those who have had to close the doors of their businesses, to those who have had to make untold sacrifices to pay their mortgages, buy groceries, and save a little bit for their children's future, I pledge to you that the City of Tuscaloosa is more determined than ever to diversify and strengthen our economy so that we can truly be that shining city on the hill. 4 years ago, I spoke of the winds of change sweeping across Tuscaloosa. And as I speak, in every corner of this city, we see investment, we see progress. However, our work will not be finished until our core beliefs are truly achieved. In West Tuscaloosa, we will continue the unprecedented level of support, which is reversing generations of neglect and is providing hope and optimism in an area of the city that hasn't felt that in decades. At City Hall, we have opened our doors and made a commitment to customer service and transparent government. In the years ahead, we will enhance 311, continue to eliminate red tape, and provide even more e-government services to our citizens. In planning, we will take our updated comprehensive growth plan and make it a living, breathing document which will guide growth in a responsible and environmentally friendly manner. In public safety, we will continue our outreach to the faith-based community as we seek to drastically reduce crime, poverty, and blight. In education, we continue to march forward with the Tuscaloosa Pre-K initiative, which is providing hundreds of students who are academically at risk the opportunity to get that high school diploma. Indeed, the winds of change are stronger today than they were when we last gathered, because beyond the downtown revitalization, the amphitheater, special events, and all the new infrastructure projects, today the people of Tuscaloosa realize we can go from good to great. As I stand before you today, I approach tomorrow with an abiding faith in the future and the understanding it is not government that inspires. Rather, it's a resilient, determined, and optimistic spirit of this city that is taking us to unforeseen heights and blazing a new frontier for our children and our grandchildren. The moment of truth has arrived. Our time is now. With the winds of change at our back and the promise of tomorrow on the horizon, together, as one community, let us continue to be bold, creative, and courageous. And let's build Tuscaloosa's bridge to a brighter future. May God bless you, and may God bless the city of Tuscaloosa.